Good morning, my beautiful mamas and mamas to be. Welcome back to the Simple Mommy Life channel. So today I am going to be talking about prefolds or trifolds in cloth diapering. So I'm just going to touch base on what exactly a prefold is, what are some pros and cons to using prefolds or trifolds in your cloth diapering, and of course I'm going to be demonstrating a couple of ways of how to apply a prefold diaper on your baby. Okay, so the first question I get often is, what exactly is a prefold? So a prefold essentially is a layered piece of fabric that can come in a variety of materials. So you can have prefolds made out of cotton, bamboo, hemp, a combination of cotton and bamboo, or cotton and hemp, etc. And basically it's a rectangle. Usually it's a rectangle. You could find some prefolds that are square shape and they have multiple layers of absorbency and are sewn in 2 locations to make for 3 sections. So the 2 that I'm going to be referencing in this video are the 2 types of prefolds that I own, which is the Bummies 100% organic cotton prefold. This bad boy can come in 3 sizes, small, medium, or large, and this is the medium size prefold. And as well, the Imagine, also 100% organic cotton prefold. This is their large size. Basically, they are just that. They are rectangular pieces of fabric that you can manipulate and fold in many different ways to create a diaper around your baby. Are prefolds waterproof, you ask? Not exactly. So prefolds are material that will leak when saturated with urine. So you do have to think about some kind of waterproof cover when using prefolds. You can do something like a cloth diaper cover that looks like this. So you have a type of double gusset in the diaper and a section to stuff your prefold, or if you wanted, like in the end of the video, I'm going to show you some other ways to use prefolds. If you wanted to fold the diaper around your baby, let's say this was all snapped up, you can use the waterproof cover to have that protective layer. Another question I get asked a lot is, how absorbent are prefolds? Absorbency depends on the type of material, of course, and the number of layers that you have. So usually in a typical prefold, you have 2 sections on the side of the prefold that tend to be around 4 layers of absorbency, and you have about 8 layers of absorbency in the middle. Are a little bit different than the Bummies. They have the same number of absorbent layers on each of the sides of the trifolds. So instead of it being 4, 4, and 8, it's 6, 6, and 6. Full diapers can hold anywhere between 8 ounces of urine to I've seen some prefolds hold like even as much as a nighttime insert. So I would say between 18 and 20 ounces. But you can always double up if you feel that your baby needs more absorbency. But do keep in mind that because they are trifolds, there are many, many, many layers, it does get bulky and quite stiff. So you just have to shop around and see what type of prefold is best for your baby and for you. So what are some pros to using prefolds? So a huge pro to using prefolds is the customizability. So because this bad boy has so many different absorbency sections in the fabric, you can basically play around. So let's say you have a boy and you need more absorbency in the front of your diaper where a little boy will saturate more. You can just fold this in the front of your diaper and you now have the 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4 layers in that one area that you need. For example, a girl will saturate more in the middle or the back of the diaper, so you can, just kind of play with this in any way. And it's definitely customizable, especially when you're dealing with the large prefolds in terms of, folding it horizontally, where the sections are here instead of vertically, to customize your absorbency. Another pro is that they require less time to dry. So because the layers in this insert are kind of distributed, when you line dry compared to an insert that everything is sewn together, it really does dry very quickly. Prefolds are also the cheapest way to cloth diaper a baby, and they also create less diaper laundry, if that makes any sense. So for instance, let's say you were just using the trifold as a rectangle in a cover, and your baby has soiled the soiled the prefold, but the cover is still dry. You can just remove this from the cover, put in a new prefold, stuff it all in, and reuse the cover. Hence, less diaper laundry. If you have pocket cloth diapers or all-in-ones or anything like that, once the diaper is soiled with pee or poo, it can no longer be reused. It does cost you a lot less in the long run. And you also have much more absorbency in a way than purchasing a cloth diaper system that comes with one microfiber insert that holds about 3 or 4 ounces of liquid, etc. So those are some pros. The only con that I would have to share with you guys on the prefolds is just that they shrink. Even if you don't put these in the dryer, if you always line dry, because if you do put them in the dryer, they will for sure shrink on you, and quite quickly. If you just wash and wash and wash, they do eventually with time get a little bit smaller. The last thing before I get to show you how to put a prefold on your baby is if prefolds need to be prepped before first use. And the answer is yes. Prepping them could be a task on its own. They do need to be washed about 5 or 6 times before the first use to be considered as prepped for your baby, because these kind of inserts, well, especially if you're buying like, those probably need to be washed even a couple of more times than 4 or 5 times to really have the material at its best absorbency. So if you just purchase a prefold and you slap it on your baby, it is not going to catch very much, because it really does need that wash and dry, wash and dry, wash and wash, and that grind in order to be at its most absorbent. Alright, so the easiest and most simplest way to use a prefold in a cloth diaper is by folding the prefold in 3 sections. So you can fold it vertically or fold against the sewn sections, basically into a triangle, and insert it in a cover, and have it act as an insert in a pocket cloth diaper. So stuff the 2 ends, and here you have your diaper for your baby. Close this bad boy around your baby. So you're gonna want your cover to be adjusted to your baby's size. In this case, the rise is adjusted to Mr. Bear's size, and you're just gonna snap this bad boy into place. And there you have it. He's got his little diaper on. Next, I'm going to show you the angel fold. So you just lay your prefold flat as such, you're going to create a angel wing here on the corner and do that for the both sides. It doesn't have to be perfect, but basically you're gonna want like a cone shape, and depending on the size of your baby, you're going to want to make your cone tighter or wider, however you feel fit is best for your baby. Then you're going to place your baby in the middle. So as you can see, Mr. Bear's neck is on the top of the prefold. So the prefold is too long, so we're just going to fold it down. And that's more like it. You want the prefold to be in the back of the baby, aligned with the belly button. You're gonna pull this over, bring the sides of the prefold both over, and you can either use a safety pin or snappies, which, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I don't actually have any available on hand right now. I've actually lent them to one of my friends who's trying prefold, so she has all of my snappies. But essentially, to apply a snappy, it's very easy. It's a 3-part system, so you're going to hook the snappy on one side of the fabric, so it's going to be stuck on this side. You're going to pull it to tighten the wing as much as you can, hook it on the other side so it fastens both of the wings, and you're just going to pull it downwards so it fastens the bottom section as well. And you can either use the diaper like this, like your baby can be in the diaper like this, but it's not waterproof. So the last step would be to put your baby in a cover, making sure that all of the prefold is tucked in, that there's no white prefold sticking out anywhere, and close this bad boy, and your baby is ready to go. So you can also do what is called a twist fold. So essentially you take your prefold, it's in a flat state. You're going to take the two ends and make a flip. So bring this one on that side and these two on this side. So it looks like this on your baby, like kind of like a crisscross. And you fold it around your baby and fasten the two sides. Another way to use a prefold is like, and it's kind of the same thing, the angel fold, but you do a roll on each of these sides if you find that the prefold is too wide here on the bottom, and that will help the diaper be snug on your baby. Let's fold this in the back as my baby is smaller, and fasten the diaper as such. See it on this side. Another way to use a prefold is for little boys who wet a lot in the front. So if you need more absorbency in the front, you can fold this upward, do your angel wings, get this under your baby, and fasten this whole thing. Okay, let's put my baby more in the center and fasten it with the snappy. And the last way to use a prefold, and this is a good way if you want to increase your absorbency all around and you have a very large prefold, is to double it up. So you can do it with the seams vertically, or you can double it up in the middle. I like to do this to have the absorbency more in the middle instead of like where the extremities of the prefolds is. And you're going to make your angel wing shape. Put your baby inside. And this is not an extra large prefold, but essentially you fold it over your baby, snap this bad boy up, and put him in the cover. He looks like he's doing the splits. And if that ever happens, just make a larger cone. And you know you want to have the diaper be comfortable for your baby as well. Like such and like such. And into the cover. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe, that notification bell, the like, and tune into my other cloth diapering videos if you like this kind of subject. I wish you all a very good day, and I will see you in the next video.